Hi. Welcome back to another episode of A Runner's Tale. It's episode 6 if I remember correctly. And last week we had quite the eventful 7-day stretch. So I think it's fair that we just get right into it. But before we do, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And now we can get into it. So on Monday I was coming fresh off my recovery week post ultramarathon, so I got out there with the Mizuno Neo Zens, and I just realized this is my sister's. Mine's down there somewhere, but obviously the same shoe. Felt really fast. We got off to a really good start, so I guess I'll let the footage speak for itself here. It is 6 p.m. right now, and I hear some thunder off in the distance. I'm getting ready to go out for my first run of the week, and I just feel like I need to address this because this is a really pivotal moment, not just in my training but in my life. But now we're gonna start ramping things up. We're gonna start training hard, so let's get going. Rain's starting to come down, baby. It's bringing the wind with it too. It's been so windy the last week. Makes me move faster though. I feel good. It smells like the zoo right now. 3.5 miles. We're doing 7. This is helping my confidence. I needed this. Real talk, anybody else loves running in this weather? I think it's a total vibe. I'm just out here exercising my free will. You can, believe it or not, just walk out the door in this shit. I do need to really chill out though, I'm way too excited. If I had it my way right now, I'd be going sub 6. One thing I'm learning about these Mizuno Neo Zens right now, they have no tread. I'm slipping on the trail like I'm on ice. Okay, we got the jitters out there. Told my watch I felt very strong. I don't think I've ever done that. I just love the rain. I love days where you just feel like you have to force yourself to slow down. They don't come too often, so you have to grab them by the balls when they come. At one point, I literally dropped a casual 5:58 mile, which never happens. So that brings us into Tuesday. And the theme of the week prior was I was really struggling to get out the door at a responsible early hour, and because of that, I was going out at like anywhere between 3 to 5 p.m. It was super miserable out all the time, and I was bonking on like 6-mile runs. I just wasn't having a good time, and definitely not good for my self-confidence. So I made an effort this week, and I did a really good job of it, of actually getting out between like 7 and 8 a.m. Not perfect, but definitely progress. So I went out this time in the Brooks Hyperion Max 2, and this one, I wanted to do some sort of tempo effort, just something to get the legs spinning again. It had sort of been a couple weeks since I had done anything like that. Controlled, I wasn't going so fast to the point where I was like doing a VO2 max workout or just like hurting myself, like just in pain. But I was also really uncomfortable the whole time, but still able to talk, which was good. 2-mile warm-up. So, like I said a million times, it's time to start ramping it up. So today we are back out here. We're going to do a little tempo run and see how that goes. I'm shooting for, I've been thinking about it the last mile. I'd like to do 3 to 4 miles at 5:45 to 6-minute pace. It's raining right now. The temp's nice. Actually, I can't believe I'm saying this. The first few minutes, I was actually sort of chilly. Let me just warm up a little bit and we'll get going. There's the line right there. The rain stopped in the last minute or so and it's gotten real sticky. So we'll be fine. It's just 20 plus minutes if it goes well. Here we go. Solid first mile there. Went out kind of hard for the first half mile until I found my rhythm. And I'm liking where we're at right now. Semi-comfortable, I can still talk, but I still feel the pain. All right, slow on this turn. That was still controlled. This next mile is gonna suck because it's more uphill, and I just lost all my momentum. 1 mile to go. It's getting hard. Woo! That was hard, but not so hard that it was like over the top or anything. I definitely got my heart pumping. It's what I needed. Give me a second. It's just, my lungs are just burning. They've been burning this whole run. Now we got a nice little 2 mile jog back. I'm gonna have to start taking an inhaler before these runs. Holy crap. It's one thing I've learned. We just got so much work to do. I also feel like yesterday's effort left us a little fatigued today. So, gotta be smarter on those days where we're just supposed to be running. Nothing crazy. 8 miles on the day. I will call that a success. I was happy with it. You gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta find a way to sort of combine that volume and the intensity, and of course everything in between, to create one beautiful mashup of fitness and good health. Wednesday was nothing special, just a standard run, 8 miles. Took out the Brooks Glycerin Maxes for this one, and the theme continued. I felt good again. 3 days in a row. What the heck is going on? I also, just once I finished that run, I had to go to work, and I just hit the pull-up bar for a little bit. Just nothing, it's nothing like really calculated. It's just sort of, I hit the bar, I'll alternate. I do 5 reps each time. I'll start with pull-ups, and then I'll go to chin-ups, and I'll just kind of alternate back and forth. And I just, you know, in an 8-hour shift, I did 50, so it was definitely a lot harder for me than it had been in months prior when I was doing it much more consistently. So we'll get back up on that train, start building up our strength again in our back and our arms, and go from there. Now Thursday was where things really started to get interesting. So first off, I went out in my New Balance 880 V15s for my medium long run, 10 miles, and medium long run, I've never quite understood exactly what it is, but I've always sort of, like, if I have a 13-mile long run, I just kind of subtract a couple miles. It's not calculated at all. So yeah, 10 miles here on this Thursday. I ran into Sam at some point during the run. There is a fucking wasp. Oh. At least I didn't panic. Yeah, I ran into Sam at like the 7 or 8 mile mark. He was like, hey, we have an extra bib. So Pro Bike and Run has ties to P3R, which kind of runs the show in Pittsburgh and all their road races. So yeah, we had an extra bib, and he's like, do you want it? And I'm like, all right, I may as well, because I'm certainly not paying $40 or whatever it is to run a road mile. My legs feel good. Our legs have felt good all week. What the heck is going on? Is it just one of those weeks? But I will say, just some minor things. I'm not even worried about them at the moment. Left knee, felt a little bit of sharp pain in it last night. It's gone. Right hamstring this morning, a little tight. Seems to be gone right now. Felt it during my warm-up though. Five miles. This hill is beating me up right now. Okay, I'm doing a much better job this week getting up at a reasonable hour. Got up at 7 this morning, was out the door half hour later. It's just been cooler this week too. That's helping so much. Like, I've just been watching my average heart rate, comparing like my 7-minute pace now to 7-minute pace last week and the week before. It's like 20 or 30 beats per minute slower right now. It also makes so much more sense why I was napping so much in recent weeks. All right, mile 7. Look who's here. Something bad's about to happen in 2 days, folks.
One day, it's tomorrow.
Oh, fuck, wait. Guys, I have a race tomorrow. You want to guess what it is? I'll give you a second. That's right, I'm racing a mile. More info to come soon. I don't even have time to do a workout for it.
You got mile, ranges from mile to 50 mile. That's his range for this summer. That's what you want in an athlete. I don't even know if I'll break 5. I think you'll surprise yourself in like 4:47.
Like, it's such a joke to me that I probably won't even wear a plated shoe.
You're wearing a plated.
I'll probably wear a plated shoe. Yeah, we got Faith Kipyegon breaking 4. Tomorrow it's Zach Salick quest for breaking 5. Will it happen? Probably not. So I guess I'm doing it. And yeah, we finished out the run, went to work again, made sure I got a nice stretch in, rolled out on the foam roller, and just hit the Theragun for a little bit. Definitely much needed. This brings us to Friday, and this is where things get really spicy. So first off, went out for 5 easy ones in the morning with the Brooks Glycerin 22s. Nothing crazy, nothing to really note there. I'm not really stressing about the race. I'm thinking about it, just kind of wondering how the heck this thing is going to go, because it's so difficult. I haven't raced a mile since I was in college, and I've never been a miler to begin with, so I've never been good at it. Also, I feel like I've developed a lot of strength, though I don't have speed. So I don't even have like a data point. Like, I could either run a 5:20 mile or I could run a 4 flat mile. Obviously a little exaggerated, but you get the idea. I have no idea how I'm going to approach this when the gun goes off. We're out here this morning doing our pre-race. Give me a second. I don't know why I started that on an uphill. Let's be honest, this isn't really a race for me. This is a joke. I'm still gonna try though. There are 2 possibilities that are very likely. One, I go out so fast and I just totally blow up the last half. Or I go out too slow and then I finish and I'm like, damn, I could have gone a lot faster, and I'm kind of upset about it. And also, I was there last year, so I kind of got to witness how it went down for people. It seemed like a slow course. I'm not sure if it's long, I'm sure it's measured correctly, but the times were really slow. And there were like some legit athletes there that could go a lot faster. Like Maddie came in 4th, technically 3rd last year, because this fucking hoe, this bitch who ran and got 3rd and took the last podium spot, got it redacted later on, like months later, because she was cheating. Maddie still got her money at least. So we'll see if she tries to win today. That's the important one. I don't fucking matter. 2.5. Let's go head home. 5 miles this morning. And felt a little flat, but it's early in the morning. I'll be fine. So that brings us into the evening. I get off of work early. We head down to the city. Maddie's in the pro mile. She actually has something to run for. Sam and I are in the unstoppable mile, which is just like the next heat after, or we go before the pros, but you know, we're the less talented ones. We start warming up. I'm in my A6 Gel Nimbus 27s. I warmed up and cooled down in them, and it was very hot. Honestly, like the hottest it's been all week. It was very heavy, muggy, sticky, gross. I'm still not stressing, fortunately. Got this nice shirt from it, by the way, which I'm wearing right now to rep. We're in the Picklesburg, bro.
I was thinking of going down here.
Dude, we should go to Picklesburg. Doing our warm up right now. Let's go, boys. They're ready to roll.
Wait, did you filmer? Yo, guys. Josh. Go ahead.
Pre-race pee for the boys. We, what time is it? We probably got like 15-20 minutes till the start time. All right, Sam. Warm-up's done. How you feeling?
We're so good.
We're in trouble, folks. Yeah, we literally warmed up for 2 miles. I was struggling with cramps the whole time. Like, I had this side stitch here that wouldn't go away. So I'm like, all right, well, the race was chalked already, but now it's extra chalked because I'm going to cramp up at like a 1/4 mile. But yeah, the gun went off and something weird happened. I really don't know how to explain it. I had a fantastic race. Let's go!
It's a $500 prize
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking about this. This might have been one of the best races I've ever had. Not so much like time. I mean, yeah, it was a really good time for me. I finished in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. You'll see here me hawking down Sam at the very end. I will say, though, he definitely had no idea I was coming, so he was just like, yeah, not trying. But still, that felt good. That's right. I've got one of the widest ranges on YouTube right now. Look at me. Miler to 50 miler. Doesn't get more interesting than that. No, but seriously, the gun went off, and we hit the first quarter. It was like, the first half's like uphill, especially the first quarter. And I just remember, we got to the first quarter, I'm like, that was quick. Like time just elapsed so quickly. I have no idea what the splits were, by the way. I didn't look at my watch until the very end. And then we got to the halfway point, and I'm sort of already lactic. I'd sort of gone lactic by the first quarter, but the effort never really changed, if that makes any sense. I was just as tired at the first quarter as I was at the end. Maybe a little more tired at the end, but you get what I'm saying? It was like, I could have gone a little bit faster, but yeah, that would have required a lot more effort. But at the same time, I was really confused how well it went. Like, I had my camera out, so at some points I'm pumping with one arm, just trying to get my shots, you know? Yeah, I came in like 8th place, which was very surprising. My honest guess before the race was I was just gonna barely break 5 minutes. Also because I knew it's a slower course for whatever reason. Like the pros, for instance, there was a guy in there seated at like 354, and he finished in like 409. Like the winner was like 409 in the pro race. It's so slow. It's a very difficult course. So I guess what I'm trying to say is my time was probably a little bit faster than what I ran. Everybody. Yeah, well, we'll call it a 434, but it was probably like effort-wise somewhere around like a 429 for me, which was kind of cool. I'm very happy with that. Okay, that was over just like that. Now, Saturday, I don't normally say anything about days where I'm off because there's nothing really to note, but this was honestly a bad day because after the race, I had severe insomnia. I was up all night. I didn't get a lick of sleep until literally 6 a.m. and then I nodded off and had to wake up for work like 2.5 hours later. So I was just like in a fog all day, and I'm glad I had planned to take that day off, but it made me feel better knowing that literally everybody else that had ran also had a really hard time falling asleep. But still, vlog coming out tomorrow, so you'll get to see everything. That really banged me up. 10.5 miles on Friday, Saturday off. That brings us into Sunday. I managed to get much better sleep, but because I was so jacked up from the day before, I still could tell I needed more. But I still had to get up. I had to get my long run in before I went to work. Fortunately, Sundays, the store doesn't open until noon, so I have a little bit of leeway. Went to Settler's Cabin Park to do some single track trail running. Wore the Saucony Peregrines. You can't even see the logo anymore because it was a muddy one, as it always is. I did 13 miles, which was a little over 2 laps of this year's Hell Hath No Hurry course. So I just kind of ran that, and it was hot. The trees gave me some mercy. I pushed hard. I wanted to keep the heart rate up, get some sort of harder effort in there. I didn't want to go like super easy for whatever reason. And yeah, it was like 2,000 feet of vert over 13 miles, and I was really happy with that to end the week. I told you I'd be out here. I promised. I said at least once a week I'm going to shoot to be out here. Maybe I didn't promise, but I'm doing it. As it looks like we're going to start focusing, just leaning a little bit more into the road stuff for the next few months. I think it'd be great to still get out here often. Let's be honest, how many people running road races, like seriously, are doing this? This might give me an edge, just working all these muscles that I wouldn't otherwise. And also, whenever I start leaning into the ultras more so again, this will sort of be like a habit, and I'll be a lot stronger. The 3 ultra races I've done so far, I haven't really done a lot out here. Not nearly as much as I should have. Just hit our biggest climb. That's where I dropped out last race. We're out here rallying though. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I was just about to comment on how not muddy it is, and I couldn't avoid that section. Oh, it's like up to my ankles, dude. All right, 6.32 miles for that lap there. I'm gonna get some water real quick. No fuel, just water this morning. Still hanging strong, but I definitely should have had something, even like Element. You know, this whole single track thing is a double-edged sword. I've been thinking about it, and it's pretty obvious if you've ever done it before. Extremely difficult, but it's great for injury prevention, I feel like, because you are working every single body. Give me 1 second here. Don't want to eat shit, which leads me into my next point. Also, extremely dangerous and bad for injuries because you could easily just fall and end your season. On the first lap back there, I almost took a gnarly fall. I clipped the route so good while I was going pretty fast downhill. That would have, I don't even want to think about it. Just got to be careful. All right, that is a really good way to end the week. 13 difficult miles, single track. I forgot to bring a towel, so my car is about to get muddy. So, great. Made much better time than I thought we would, though. Look at that sweat stain, dude. We earned that one. I thought I was gonna be late for work. I've still got like almost 2 hours. That is our week number 6. We finished with 56.5 miles, and because I'm obsessive compulsive, if you watched last week's video where I ran 22.5 miles or whatever, that 0.5, I hate it so much that I had to hit the 0.5 this week. Half and half make a whole, baby. That's simple math. There you have it. I guess that's pretty much it. Make sure once again you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're gonna get rolling here in a couple hours. I'm gonna be heading out for my Monday run here once I get this uploaded, and hope to see you then. So thanks so much, and peace out.